Alright, so we've used the link search engine to search for links to this popular third-party affiliate network domain that contain the text holiday. And when we look at the results, we see that Citrix will organize them according to quality, and then we have a lot of different information about each of these domains. At the top of the results, we have the link search engine summary, which explains the target domains that we hunted. In this case, it was this one CJ domain. And then we have some stats on the number of results and the number found, and a couple of filters that we used. Up here we can see we use the link text holiday. Now also note that we have macros that you can run on these domains in this report, and I encourage you to explore these macros. One particularly helpful one is show the link search engine, when you can just jump right into the link search engine. And below the macros we have the number of results and the different kinds of domains that we found in the results. And then we will show you the publishers here on the left. If we found a link from this domain, we'll show the domain, and if we found more than one, we're still only going to show one link. So when you mouse over, you can see the URL that hosts the link we're showing. In this case, guitarbooks.com has a link on their index page, and it says Musician's Friend Holiday Gift Guide, and it has an importance of 93. You can tell from the importance that that's the position of the link on the page. A 93 is a high link close to the top, where a lower score of single digit would be a text link near the bottom of a page. And the importance score is based out of 100. So again, we said these results are ordered by quality, also ordered by 100. And the way quality looks at these publishers is where at the domain is the link, and is it a subdomain or a subdirectory, or is it on the index page? So that's really important in terms of traffic, and that's why we sort them by quality. Okay, going across from the left, we have the emails that we found on site. So we're going to see a blue icon lit up if we found emails at that domain. And if we see the red email icon, it means we found emails at the domain, but they actually point to another domain. So here we see usalodging.net has an email that points to usalodging.com. And the red email icon is usually a clue that this publisher has more than one domain in their portfolio. So make a note of that. And then in this column, we're going to show the domain's favorites icon, which appears in your bookmarks folder in most browsers, and in some browsers it will appear in the address bar next to the URL of the page you're on. Next, we see the domain Ajax box that's loaded with other tools, and you can even visit the site in the box. So that's one thing to take note of. And then look at the other video on the domain Ajax box to learn the rest of these tools and how they're important. Next we have the shopping cart icon. If we want to learn more about this domain, we can order what's called a domain dossier. You'll notice that some of these domains are in blue and some of them are in black. And when they're in blue, we have a domain dossier. If not, we can order that by clicking on the shopping cart and then going to the shopping cart to check out to order those. The next column is the company name, and a really neat thing about the company name column is that you can reorder these sites by company name, and then there's oftentimes more than one domain that's registered to the same company name. So when you see that, you know that you have found a publisher that has more than one domain in their portfolio. And notice the red email icons here for this publisher, which is the Quokka Systems Consulting and then Quokka Systems Consulting, and they both have red emails at these domains. Odds are they have more than two domains there. So that's a great use of the company column to find more than one site. The next column we have here is called economy, and this is where we look at the merchant and the publisher and the network relationships of these domains. So most of these are going to be publishers, and they'll be flagged as such because we found them with links to the major publisher networks. And in some cases, we're going to show you some of the brands that Citrix has found being promoted at these domains at one time or at the present time. The next column is the list column, and this tells you if these domains are in any lists in your account, and this is a good way to keep up with them. If there are domains in your blacklist, then they will be blacklisted in these results, and there'll be a do not enter sign on this list column, and your blacklisted sites will be clearly flagged. The next column is the kind. So what kind of a site is this? This algorithm uses keywords to determine the specific space that this domain specializes in. The Google AdSense column just runs a flag when we found ads by Google or Google syndication at this publisher's site. So they were there or they are there, and this is a sign of a publisher who knows how to monetize their site. And next, the locale takes a look at the geo-IP, the whois information, the traffic information, and also the top-level domain to determine location. Now, the most important metric in long reports like these is Syntrix Force. And Force is a measure that looks at this domain's link popularity, and we also look at their traffic rank, and we look at their LP plus 1, which is link popularity plus 1, and we also look at domain name value, and we combine a few other factors that create Syntrix Force. Now, Force is a really good way to look at these sites and compare them to, say, PageRank or some other metric that you use. Usually we're within 15 percentage points of this value here, and when you have a full set of domains like this, you want to use Force to determine which domains are going to be the ones with the most opportunity. And notice also in the Force column that you can learn more about this site from any of these tools here. Next, we have the links column, which shows you the Syntrix link count and the +1 link count, as well as the Open Directory Project link count and the ODP +1 link count. The search engines column is just a measure that Syntrix provides to give you a general gauge on this domain's SEO and natural search engine ranking ability. These are the link search engine results, and that's some of the information you can learn from them.